Welcome back to the Sonic Mania playthrough. We're on the second part, and we're on the second act of Chemical Hand.
What?
Fucking up already. Chemical Plant.
Speak English, not English, please.
Now you're using my own jokes against me. Chemical Plant Zone Act 2. There you go, you wanker.
No, for this one they introduced the gel concept, which I believe was from the concept is from a Sonic CD stage called Wacky Workbench, which involved high bouncing platforms.
Wacky Workbench?
Yeah, Wacky Workbench.
Oh, Workbench.
Aye.
Now, if you head this way, you'll find another bonus ring. The only annoying thing is that you have to constantly bounce on these.
But you can change the gel colours. If it turns green, you bounce way higher, but if it's blue, it's poisonous.
Yeah. Oh, dark blue, actually.
Yeah, dark blue, it's poisonous. Light blue, you can bounce on it safely.
God damn it. Of course.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, my rings refunded to me after that damage.
Oh, that's another thing they added in this Mania Plus. In the original Sonic Mania, you have to press the jump button twice to transform to Super Sonic, which is bad for characters like Tails and Knuckles, especially Knuckles if you're gliding over a bottomless pit.
Yeah, there was an unavoidable Kaiser trap in one of the stages, I believe, early on, where if you got 50 rings, you had to glide over this giant pit or something.
Aye.
And if you got 50 rings, you would fucking go super and fall to your death.
And you can't go into the glide until you land back on the ground and jump again.
Yeah.
But in here they've added a transform button.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is really appreciated.
Yeah, it was badly needed.
If there's one thing I have to complain though, is because, you know, the Supersonic theme, it's great and all that, but I just wish that, just because the music it's playing, I wish there was a way you can turn Supersonic off for moments where you don't want to be Supersonic, like precise platforming over a bottomless pit.
Yeah, the only way to get out of Super is, unlike Goku, who can just stop being Super whenever he wants, you have to go into one of the bonus stages with the sun, like the ones at checkpoints there, in order to get rid of the Super, which is annoying.
Plus, but then you look at one of the most infamous hacks that you can find that actually does have that feature. It's called Sonic Hedgehog 3 Complete, where it has Sonic 3 and Knuckles combined together, but it has a ton of options that you can use. Like, you can choose to have no Supersonic theme, you can choose to have a transform button, you can choose the different stage layer. Like in the original idea for Flying Batteries, that it wasn't going to be after Mushroom Hill Zone, it was going to be after Marble Garden, I believe, and then it goes into Carnival Night. But the problem is, because it's a PC game, you can only play that on a PC.
Yeah. PC gamers get all the good stuff. Like, they have really awesome games like
Aye, but that depends if you have the money to buy such a thing.
Yeah. You can get gaming PCs for as cheap as 300.
Well, someone's gonna say, that's not cheap!
Well, compared to the other prices that you're looking at, boy, oh, it is. Like, the big game I would love to play on PC, Garry's Mod, just because of how brainless and hilarious it is. No,
this boss is whoever in Christian Whitehead and Christian Whitehead's team came up with the idea for this boss is a bloody genius. It's a callback to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Oh, the horror. I remember trying to beat Robotnik to get the platinum in the fucking PS3 Mega Drive collection. It's like, I'm so glad there are save states in that. Because it's like, the beans go down at a ridiculous rate when you get to Robotnik. It's like, you lose so many times.
I was hoping you would go,
God damn it.
What, did you fall asleep on the job?
No.
No. Oh, that damn narcolepsy.
No. Watch out, Freddy Krueger might be waiting.
Alright, I'm on the blue stage.
Get in the fucking pit.
No, it's like, oh yeah, I'm speeding along the blue stages.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, when you're super, you have a lot more momentum. That's why I was failing to fall down the little pipe there.
That's why I wish there was a way you could turn it off for when you don't want to use that extra momentum.
Anyone for Tetris?
I thought it was Puyo Puyo.
Yeah. It's hilarious that there's always like different versions of the same game.
My 3.6 calculator, which no longer work, had Tetris.
My toaster could run Tetris. Those are my favorite jokes people make, like, they're my toaster.
Hands up for Super Smash Bros. Brawl players for the custom stages that use me the Tetris stage.
Yeah, by the way, the only problem though is that there are a lot of with this game, there are a lot of callbacks that if you don't understand, you'll be thinking, what the hell is this all?
Yeah, this is like, if you've been following the series since 1991, you'll get all the callbacks.
Unlike his Mean Bean Machine incarnation though, Eggman here is a fucking moron. And he has no idea how to play. Which they kind of need to do, because if it was too hard then it would be annoying.
I don't know if it's just you and me, Stevie, but I think for when you do this with Knuckles, it's slightly harder. Well, Knuckles is supposed to be the hard mode of this game. Tails is easy, Sonic is normal.
No, Encore mode is definitely hard mode.
I'm talking like the base normal game.
Yeah.
Because in Sonic 3 and Knuckles was definitely the hard route, because he had a lot more exclusive routes to go through, rather than just repeating the same stages over and over again.
Oh.
Well, Eggman's not seen the light of day.
Get a load of this! But
now, have you had this happen before, where it looked like Eggman was blowing up, but then your platform collapses and then you die?
Yeah, that was another of the glitches that was in the game originally when it first launched. That was kind of annoying. That was kind of like alarming, actually. There were a lot of glitches in the game people were posting when it first launched, but thankfully they were.
Well, then again, not every game's perfect when it's first released.
Yeah.
Ah, Studiopolis Zone, the first of the original zones.
Love this track.
Love it too. Lights, camera, action.
This track actually made it into Smash Ultimate,
which I'm quite thankful for.
It's a shame we didn't get any of the Unleashed themes in that game, no, like Endless Possibility. That would have been amazing. Now here we have the bumpers. And no, there's no fingers every time I hit them this time.
Well, that's because they're not part of the special stage, they're part of the design.
The sprite work as well in the background is incredible.
Really, it is incredible.
It's like something you would see out of one of the SNK games like Metal Slug.
Not to mention the theme for this, it's like a movie studio. Like there's even like director chairs and all with Eggman 1940s still images and all.
There's also like news vans and stuff that teleport you around the stage
and broken
as well.
And out of signal televisions.
And there's also those little enemies that take pictures of you as well.
You get a trophy for that actually.
It's really hard to like do willingly. It's probably something you're gonna pull off randomly. This is one of my favorite things about Supersonic, is that like speeding through the stage, like, is seeing how fast you can beat the stage, like, before your ring count runs out.
But then you got to deal with the slippery controls as a result.
I'm pretty good with them for the most part. By the way, that's if you damage this, you take damage, but because I'm super, I say, fuck you. No damage from it.
That'd be some shit Eggman knew about your transformation ever since his defeat, like 25 years. He finally he designs a monitor that actually damages Supersonic.
Oh, you know, fucking hell, actually. Eggman's been doing it wrong. You know what he should have done? Put an egg robot, an Eggman monitor on somewhere, like in Green Hill, and put a ring icon on it, where the first box you get. So Sonic thinks, oh, I'll get this. I'll smash this to get some rings. 0 rings. Dies from the Eggman monitor.
Then as you dies, and then as you get game over, it's oh yeah.
It's like that would have Eggman could have saved so much trouble if he just did that. Instead, he's been humiliated how many times throughout the years now?
25 years and counting.
One of my favorites is still Sonic Lost World. What's wrong with my mustache?
Yeah. I'm surprised that's not been ported to the Switch, actually. It was ported to the PC.
Was that any good on the Wii U?
Mixed. It depended if you like it or not.
Because the 3DS version, it's awful.
The 3DS version's awful, but the Wii U, it's the lesser of two evils.
And those fucking special stages in the 3DS version.
You're using the gyroscope.
Aye. Because you have to use the gyroscope.
Yep. Having trouble there?
Yeah. Gee, it's almost like it's the damn bumper physics.
Oh, come on, Electric Shield, WoW Super, what, the game wasn't easy enough for you already? Here's the Heavy Gunner.
This is one of the more annoying bosses, just because of it. It's more long than hard.
Well, when you're not Supersonic, you have to avoid the red missiles, but then roll into the blue ones, which fire back.
It's real easy to accidentally miss your jumps here, though.
I swear, even if you hold down all the right, all the way, you still don't feel momentum carrying over when jumping over. I would say it's easy with Knuckles or Tails because you can glide and fly, but Sonic... I bet you Sonic's like, without the emeralds, he's like, why can't everybody fly in this game but me?
Fuck the emeralds, I don't need that shit. Oh, he doesn't need to fly with how high he can jump while super.
Aye. Tails,
you
I think...
get some serious height when you're in super, when you jump. Does Knuckles get higher jump height when he jumps?
Nope.
While in super?
Nope. Yeah. yeah. Tails and Knuckles actually get super forms, but not only that, Ray and Mighty get super forms as well. Everybody goes super in this game.
You go super, everyone goes super.
You? Maybe an exception here and there.
Do they go Super Saiyan?
Well, you can make... well, the comparisons write themselves, don't they? This fight's pathetically easy, though, when you know what you're doing, though.
Look at Tails trying to walk. Like, it was like, stop running. Maybe I can keep up. Tails, you know you should be running.
And just like any good captain, he doesn't go down with his ship. Okay.
No, that's a bad captain.
Yeah. I just contradicted myself there. Because I'm a dumb arse.
I missed the sign. Can't you get a bonus if you actually hit that enough times?
I don't know, but if you hit it, if the pole lands in the specific moment of the platforms, you can get a shield or an extra life. But you can't predict it.
Eggman there, taking up the screen, damn.
My favourite stage in the game.
And what we saw in the results of that last stage there was a cool bonus, which is essentially a style.
Basically, it's like how fast you bet the stage and how many rings you had.
I actually ran into that Orbinaut without taking damage, damn.
Aye, Orbinauts, they were the staying existence of classics.
Yeah, fuck those things. They were at their worst in Scrap Brain. No, was it Scrap Brain or...
Starlight Zone.
Yeah, Starlight Zone. They would always put them... Of course, fucking... It was taking my picture too, you could actually hear the click.
You can't stand the paparazzi so much that you lost your shield.
I want that picture of Sonic now. What is it? Him just flying in midair?
No, it's not. It's essentially just a white flash. Just a white screen. That's all it is.
Oh, I did the drop. I actually managed to spin drop dash right through the Orbinaut without taking damage. I also took out its projectiles. We're going super!
For God's sake, Stephen, can you go at least one stage without Supersonic?
I love Supersonic though.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there. Was that a glitch?
No, it's because that when you hit those multicolors, they flip you on the opposite side, but you avoided the first one, so you at the second one it rolled you upwards.
Oh, because by the way, I don't know everything about this game. I did a test playthrough beforehand, and I did some basic research and stuff about where the bonus stages were, but I don't know where everything is. Andrew though does.
Well, not exactly everything, but I know a good chunk. By the way,
more than me.
Well, if you flip these signs, these are references to old Sega Mega Drive adverts, like Genesis does, what Nintendo don't.
Wait, is that what they were actually saying back then on their adverts?
Well, you gotta remember back in early 80s and 90s, they were very, very competitive companies back then.
Now, I think this might be where I realise I might be going the wrong way. There's a point coming up soon where I realise, I need to go left.
Yeah, this is a dead end. Well, then again, it's a 2D classic platform. When have you ever realised to go left? I mean, the first Metroid, I think, was the very first one back in those days to tell you, yeah, you're not going right, you're going left.
That's another series that's been out of commission for quite a while, actually.
Well, no, not as bad as, say, F-Zero or Earthbound.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, Stephen.
At this point,
we're going to spend 6 minutes in this stage.
I don't know, Mr. Whiny.
I'd be done by now.
Ah, shut up. Yeah, I didn't know where it goes, so I was checking that room to see if there was a hidden switch or something.
Not to mention
where the fuck do I go?
Plus, this music is not helping. You know, I would. That's nothing that Sonic 3 Complete Autos does. If you don't want the super theme, you can. You can choose the option to just have the regular stage music, but just sped up.
Oh, you need PC for that though. I don't have PC. Of course I missed the jump, so...
Well, it's Supersonic, it's slippery controls. Oh, you could just jump up there.
Yeah, yeah, you get some insane height, and also when you're spin dashing up the ledge, up the slopes and stuff, you can still jump off of them, and you still have full control of that jump while you're in super. Because if you jump off of a slope in a spin dash as the other versions, you're not gonna have a lot of control. But here you do. Where do I go now?
You hit the spring and you go left. We've had this discussion before. Go left, you fool.
See, I knew what I was doing the whole time.
So he says as he wipes the sweat off his forehead.
Applause. Those will drop as soon as you jump on them, so...
This is the casino mechanic. Gambling. Or in this case, what's it?
Bingo.
Bingo, yeah.
Can't Eggman show up as well?
Yeah.
And he takes your rings away,
Yeah,
I
he
think?
does, aye.
A greedy fat bastard.
Says the man who's refusing to go anywhere but supersonic.
No, but I'm choosing to use supersonic, and I have to sacrifice the rings. So if I was greedy, I wouldn't want to use them.
And like, see the speed you're getting right now?
That's insane.
You won't get that in Sonic 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a pretty fun boss actually.
Too bad you're absolutely destroying it. Not with Knuckles though.
There's a great Easter egg here, actually, because the live stream where this game was revealed was a real shit show.
That sound effect that's playing on the television is exactly the same sound effect of the Twitch, which fucked up for everybody. And that date there is the date where the Twitch actually took place.
What was it? It was like
22nd of the 7th, 2016.
Wait, how long did it spend stuck with
an hour or so?
Oh my god. Breaking flying back returns. Was that one of the new transitions?
Yeah, no, this is an old. This was the. No, this is in the original, but the stage itself is from Sonic 3.
Flying battery. This stage, I'm gonna say right now, represents the next jump in difficulty, because there's a lot of shit here that can catch you off guard.
Well, if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Hell, even if you know what you're doing, you might not see them at first.
Well, you gotta remember, if you've been playing the classics since then, yes, some of the level design is exactly copied and paste, but then there's brand new ones that can throw you off.
Yeah, like you're not gonna realise to hold on to that thing at first.
Like this act specifically, about 90% of the layout is exactly how it was in Sonic 3.
Grab that fire shield and for the love of God, try and hold on to it. Because there are a lot of fire hazards in
You missed
stage.
an extra life back there.
Too bad. So sad. Goodbye. But yeah, hold on to the fire shield for this stage because there's a lot of fire hazards.
Bye, Tails.
Yeah, he actually is falling to his death as well because there's a little sound effect that plays doo-doo that indicates when a character dies, I believe.
Aye. Or if you get crushed.
Yeah, crushing is still insta-kill, by the way, even if you're super.
I think it's just because it's a staple in the series.
I have been crushed, but as Supersonic as well.
Well, I did mention you could still get crushed, even if you're super. Hell, even if you're hyper in Sonic 3 Knuckles, you could still get crushed.
There was a funny fail. Yeah, those right there. They go up and down periodically. If you're underneath them when they go down, you're crushed.
Well, this is because they introduced the electrical gravitational pull here.
Supersonic plus levitation. Hell yeah. Because when you're above any part of the when you're above any part of those things that are spinning really fast, you'll float in midair, essentially. Oh man, it's just so much fun to blast through the stages at this kind of speed.
Aye, but then
I think I missed a shortcut there.
Ah, you did. But that's only because you need the electric shield to. When the electric current goes on, it lifts you up. You don't have the electric shield on you.
Yeah, don't jump when that's.
Or you end up like Tails there.
Wow, Tails is getting fucking wrecked in this run. Hey Tails, is there something wrong?
Are you being an absolute arse to Tails?
I'm not even doing anything. I'm just running on ahead without him. Because that's what friends do, right? Yeah, I kind of forgot to disable Tails at the start of the playthrough, so I just thought, fuck it, I'll just have him.
No,
there
I
for
think
the
we,
rest of the playthrough.
I think we agreed that. Well, to answer this question, if you just paid attention for the last part or so, You may notice that Steven's big name is recreated in 16-bit there. You may be thinking, why is that? Yes, we're going to do a Knuckles run after this, and I'm taking the helmet.
Yeah, the Sega logo at the bottom right there, that's because I'm recording this on the PS4 capture, like, just from the PS4 itself by saving video clips onto USBs and stuff.
Plus, your frame rate is only, was it locked at 30?
Alright. And whenever you capture screenshots or video with this game, there's a Sega logo at the bottom right there. For the record, I prefer it that way, other than what some other games do, where they just have like a big box with the trademarks and stuff. That made, like, Naruto, the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm remasters on PS4 have giant boxes in the bottom left that make it that it's just not possible to record on PS4 without Elgatos or stuff.
No chance, no chance, no chance.
Shut down all the garbage mashers at the detention level. Oh wait.
Notice that actually there's a little badnik here that's a rabbit. That was actually a scrapped badnik for Sonic 1.
Yeah, they brought it back for this game. I think like Break me out, what are you doing?
Well, you're lucky that grab thing just happened to be there.
Yeah. Be careful in this stage. A lot of bottomless pits.
Is that what Sonic's trying to tell us here?
Yeah, he has little fun. Yeah, when you're idle, he just like taps his foot impatiently. Kind of like, I remember Jill in Resident Evil 1 does that as well. If you leave her standing for a bit, she like starts tapping her foot. God damn it.
Now, don't worry, you can sink in these junk piles, you won't get crushed. Like, I believe for this bit, it's best to take the bottom path.
They do like I think later stages, do they hide enemies in them? I'm trying to remember.
No, they don't. Only on the top where it's like those little mouse ones.
Alright, because I haven't played this in a while, so...
No, I don't recall any enemies being inside the junk, just on the top of it.
I could see Encore mode doing that though.
Oh, it's the cuckoos.
I love chickens, Eddie. I still think one of the funniest jokes of all time though was when they were trying to rush to the Jawbreaker store because it was free, and then out of fucking nowhere Rolf comes along the street with an army of chickens. It's like, what was it Double D said about fate? Fate itself is conspiring against us. That was hands down my favorite one of my favorite episodes of all time.
And to believe that it's now turned 20 years old.
God damn. Are there any franchises that are approaching like,
SpongeBob, I believe? No, not 30, but
I don't gaming. But we can talk about that as well. That's 20. I think that's coming up 20 as well.
Yeah, SpongeBob. I can't say much about that because I never watched it.
It's hilarious, especially the early seasons.
Tripping yourself there.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
It's like, stop for the love of God, stop!
Stop, he's already dead. What was that, Simpsons where Homer beats like this guy up?
Aye, because he didn't realise it was an act.
One of the kids just says that to him.
Aye, what was it, the Clown College?
I've only seen the clip, but I don't remember the episode. I remember when I remember when I was recording this, I actually thought I was going to get crushed there. Like, it looked like I might get crushed there.
Don't you hate it when you think you're about to get crushed by something and then you get that, oh god, feeling, and then you get crushed later anyway?
No, worse is when you're taking the preemptive and you try to jump away from a crush thing, but it turns out you've actually just jumped into a crusher or obstacle anyway by trying to avoid another one.
Oh, what's this? You ran out of rings.
Oh boy.
You're a one hit point wonder now.
Pressure's on. Yeah, you get hit with no rings, you die.
Well, for one thing, we can actually enjoy the music.
Oh, ring.
Oh, you found another path. You've never seen this
I found
before.
it by complete fucking accident, actually. Because I was planning on going
See,
right.
this is why I love games that do that. They reward your curiosity.
Yeah.
But now you're just like, where do I go?
Oh, fucking Alone in the Dark. The very first Alone in the Dark punishes your curiosity. Like, there's a book in the game that kills you if you read it. And to find the hint for what you need to do in one of the areas, you need to read one of the books that are in the area where the book that kills you is.
Chapter 1, and I quote,
Fuck off and die. That's my favourite part of the brain scratch run.
Poor Tails.
Yeah, Tails is... when we get to the end of the game, Sonic's just going to be doing like his end game pose, like, oh,
and then
happy.
Tails is going to come back,
be a bloodied mess.
Eye bloody and bruises and all that, black eye and everything.
He'll look like a Resident Evil 2 zombie.
Reminds me of that Sonic shorts, actually, where Tails is having a hard time, and then, like, Sonic's like, this is fun, and then Tails is all panicking, and then Sonic's like, come on, on to the next stage, and then Tails just walks angrily slowly.
Jesus Christ. Poor Tails.
Wow, you really hate Tails.
This is for all the times you fucked me up in Sonic 2.
But he could still fuck you up here if you're not careful.
Yeah. He has the exact same problems that he did in the original games. Was he in Sonic 3 as well? Like Sonic
yes, he
and
was.
Tails?
Yes, he is.
Of course. Oh, I fucking hate this part.
Well, once you take out the care of the mole in the center, then the electrical shields are disabled.
How many times have you just bounced off one of those things into a fucking pit, though?
True, because there's a bonus pit here.
That happened to me on my test run. But of course, when I get to the actual recording, I make it through flawlessly.
What, you have the reverse LP curse? Do you play better when recorded?
It all depends on the game, I would say.
Of course.
What? I gave it quite a bit of time before I activated it, so stop your bitching.
Because I wanted to enjoy D. Lopes' beautiful soundtrack.
What, you saying this isn't part of his soundtrack as well?
It is, but when you hear it...
Oh, now you can hear his soundtrack. Listen, here you whining fucker.
This is actually a unique kind of boss. You have to... essentially, it's a giant spring. Hit the spring and bounce Eggman into the monitors.
He should be fucking dead right there, impaled on the spikes.
No, that's what you're supposed to do with any character that's not Super, just use the poles, but with Super Sonic, you can just bounce him into the spikes.
Tails, what the fuck are you doing?
He wanted to start practicing for his new part-time job as a pole dancer.
Oh god, no.
There you are, just bounce him into the springs and into the spikes, and that's it.
You have to jump into the poles in order to be able to...
No, I can imagine when it gets to the last hit, like every boss it's 8 hits, when it gets to the 8th hit, Eggman's all blackened with smoke, but I wondered if he's like, ooh!
Or his hit counter resets to 255. And then that's it. Time overs are still in this, by the way. But and look at that, we're actually out of time. So, we'll see you guys in the next part.